Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Mang Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsung Kung. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dubdan Dorshi. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the good practice today, Maha Jundi Buddha Mother. Sumo Danchen Katso Dutten Siddhi. All Dhamma masters, Dhamma educators, Dhamma teachers, Dhamma instructors, Dhamma tutors, directors of temples and chapters, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good evening, everyone. How do you do?
你好，大家好。心照感恩。愛してる。サランゲ。オラミコ。ケケロムチョ。すごい。一番。気持ちいい。準備。やぴ。プリンプリン。こんばんは。今天我们是修
Today we practice
准提佛母
Jundi Buddha Mother.
那这一尊呢
This deity
普方上师的本尊
is also the yidam of Master Pufang.
那普方上师呢，也是
Master Pufang
我皈依的我本人皈依的上师之一。
is also one of the gurus whom I took refuge in.
那是在台北社子岛。
That's in Sezi Island in Taipei.
住台北的人知道吗？
Anybody knows?
社子岛。
The people who live in Taipei, do you know?
那里有一个准提寺，总持寺。
There is a 总持 temple there.
准提佛母这个它的手印。这个印叫做总持印。
Because Jundi Buddha Mother has this mudra that's called the principal mudra. And before we perform mudra transformations, we always form this mudra first. So it is the principal or general or chief mudra, and the temple is also called Zhongci Temple.
是很有威力的一尊，非常有威力的一尊。
And Jundi Mother is a very powerful
准提佛母法
deity.
这个单单修他的法。
Practicing Jundi Buddha Mother's Dharma, just through her Dharma alone, you would be able to attain a very high attainment. You will be able to attain. And the key is in the purity.
分成刚开始分成清净。
Purity is initially divided into pure And then self-nature, pure self-nature. And when you reach the highest level where the substance of the intrinsic Dharma, that would be everything, all self-nature is pure. That's the original phase. Pure self-nature is individual. But all self-nature is pure, that belongs to sentient beings of the sixth rebirth realm, and that's the original phase. When you practice the Mahajundi practice, you can reach the purity of all self-nature, which is returning to the original phase. And it's also mentioned in the Vimalakirti Sutra that all self-nature is pure. The weather in Seattle is rather strange. 2 days ago, it was very hot. Very hot. Yesterday became very cold. And today it's cool. Yesterday I found it very cold, so I took this scarf to cover my neck. It's cool today, not so cold, but since I took it out, so I'm just wearing it. Why should I cover my neck? Some people keep checking if the scarf I wear is the one that she gave me. That's why someone asked, how come you don't wear the one that I give you? So I took it out and wear it. So the disciples want to see if Grandmaster wears what they give him. So to deliver sentient beings, in order to deliver sentient beings, I have to wear what they give me when they come here. But if after they leave, then I don't have to wear them anymore. This time, Master Changren from the Tang Directional Chapter in Hong Kong or the Dzogchen Center, he's an elder, and he brought many people here. Actually, Master Changren is also a master from the Seattle Lijiang Temple. Long ago, he was here. When we were still wearing the ordination robe of the Mahayana Buddhism, Master Changren and Master Changzi were here at the Seattle Temple. After a long period of time, they went to their homeland to develop there. And the Dzogchen Center is in Tin Sha Tsui. So although his is only a spiritual center, inside it You would drop your jaw when you see all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas statues there. Your tongue will hang out and could not be retracted.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
Amazing. 令人惊艳。
Very
他那里的这个
amazed, astonished.
非常的庄严。
Many of the Buddha's images there very magnificent, beautiful.
觉得，而且那边的弟子啊。
Dignified, and the disciples there, the disciples under Master Changren, were very generous, are all very generous. When you want to do something, just with the just with the statement, then you would have no chance to do if you take longer. So he can accomplish whatever he wants to do. So when you go to Hong Kong, you can go to Tsim Sha Tsui in Hong Kong, to go to the Doksan Center there and look at the altar. So there's Master Changren there, and then the president of the Lotus Light Charity Society there, who's done many charitable acts. My ancestors came from Huanyang in the Zhangzhou, Fujian province. And in that city, Huanyang, there is a family temple of our clan, and I've never visited there. But Master Changren has sent a representative to go to my ancestors' shrine to pay homage there. And on his birthday, he would go to Tibet, the three major temples, Drepung Monastery, Gantan Monastery, and Sera Monastery. Ramoji, the temples built by the two princesses. Jokang Temple and Ramoji Temple. So Prince Wenzhong is the major, is the bigger temple. And then the princess from Nepal built the smaller temple. So they each built a temple. One is called Consort Tzu and Consort Wen. So on my birthday, they went there and lit thousands of candles
供释迦牟尼佛。
to offer to
12
Sakyamuni
岁
Buddha.
的12岁等身的释迦牟尼佛，
And
9 岁
there's
等身的释迦牟尼
a
佛，
12-year-old, a statue of a 12-year-old Sakyamuni Buddha
帮我这个
in
点
Tibet.
点灯了，等于点光明灯一样。
So it's
他们都去
lighting
做，
the candles.
看来是很感动。
So they did those. So I feel very touched.
不过我讲了以后，你以后就不用再做了。
Now after I said it here, there's no need to do it in the
道
future.
理上是点灯就
If you want to lit candles, you can just lit it here at the temple, at the Lizang temple.
常人上师领导的非常好，他们那个他们的团
His leadership
非
is
常的合作，
excellent, and they're very
不
cooperative.
落人后。
The people there
你看那
are
个
very
彩虹山
cooperative,
庄来这个
performing
活动
charitable acts.
随便一看，
So all
每一尊都是
the
十方同学会
Buddhas and Bodhisattvas statues at the Rainbow Temple,
外面的这个
almost
石
all
像
of them were donated
石头
by
的
this
很重
Dokchen
的那个大
Center,
石头，
including
都运
the
过来。
stone statues, the
这
outdoor
一次来，
stone
这
statues.
个常人上师这一次来，也是有好几尊要过来的，所以他们
And this time they were also bringing several
西雅
statues,
图港，
but the ship has not arrived at
他
the
们人就在这
Seattle
边等，
harbor. So they're
等
waiting
这几
for
尊佛
them,
像到。
these
还有这
statues.
个万佛手无极眼的瑶池金女，
Oh, the Golden Mother of the innumerable
另外还
hands
有
and
这个
infinite eyes.
不动明王，不动明王像，
And the statue of
还有
Akalanata
玛哈
and
另外还
statue
有
of
千手观
Mahabala
音
and thousand
哇，好
eye,
几尊的
thousand
这
arm
个
Avalokitesvara
佛像要运过来，
Bodhisattva.
运到这个
Many
要运
statues
过来的，每一尊都非常的庄严。
are in
但
shipment
到了彩
now.
虹山
They're
庄，
all
几
very
乎里面的
majestic
那
and
个金摩宝殿
beautiful.
里面的所有的佛像，
Inside the Homa Hall at the
都
Rainbow
是十方
Temple,
同修会
almost all of the statues were
每一尊
donated by
像
this
韦陀
Dokchen
伽
Center,
蓝，都是
including Skanda and Sangarama.
就单单山庄里面的很多的数不清的啦，没有办法数了。这一尊也是，
Too
那一
many
尊
of
也是，
them,
一大堆都
countless,
是
so
都是
many.
所以你们以后要那个堂里面要请购佛像，跟禅人上师。
So if you need Buddhist statues for your temples and centers, you can contact
啊，
Master
很庄严
Changren.
的。
They're beautiful
像
statues.
这个十方同修会，就像那个大准提佛母一样，
You know
那个
the
18只手，
uh,
他们
10
是
directional chapter
万佛手无极
is
眼，
like Jundi Buddha Mother with 18 arms, or like Golden Mother with innumerable hands and infinite eyes.
讲个笑话吧。
Let me share a
有孙
joke.
悟空啊，跟唐三藏
The Monkey
Sang
King negotiated with the
借我一
monk
点
of
钱，
Tang
要
Dynasty.
过年。
Sifu,
这
Guru,
个唐三藏
please loan me some
这种
money
事情啊，
to celebrate New
我
Year.
和我的老婆商量。
And the monk said, oh, let me
就孙悟
negotiate
空
with
讲
my
的，
wife.
你不是没有老婆吗？
And Monkey King said, but you don't have
唐
a
三藏回
wife?
答，
And the
对呀，
monk replied,
所
that's
以没
right.
得商量。
So there's no room for discussion.
也有一个笑话这样子讲的，上回不是讲过了吗？
That was a joke that I told before.
有人向你借钱，你钱不借给他。
Someone wanted to borrow money from you, and you don't loan it to him, and then that person would be gone.
你借钱给他，
But if you loan him the
钱跟
money,
人都没有了。
then the person and the money are both gone.
老师跟同学们讨论，
The
学校要
teacher
办
discuss
春季
with the
远足的地点。
students about the
老师讲，
location
同学们
of
可以
the
提出一个大家
spring
喜
celebration
欢
on the school
又可以烤肉的地点。
for barbecue.
小明啊，马上举手讲，
And then Xiaoming raised his hand and said,
老师啊，到动物园烤
Teacher,
肉最好。
it's best to do it at the
老师
zoo.
问为什么？
And the teacher,
小
how
明讲
come?
因为动物园什么肉都有。
Ming replied, there are all kinds of meat there.
一个强盗呢，进到珠宝店，用手枪对准
A robber went to a jewelry
老板
store
讲，
and pointed the
给我一个
gun
钻戒，
to the
快
boss.
点！
Give me a diamond
老
ring,
板
quick.
吓得要命，马上
And the
递
boss
上
was really
最大的那个大钻石，
and
钻戒
took the biggest
钻石戒指给他。
diamond ring with the biggest diamond to
强
him.
盗
And that-
看了一番，
And when the robber
就
saw
吼了，
that,
换
he
一个
shouted,
小一点的、便宜一点的，
give me a smaller
以
and
我
cheaper
现在的
one,
薪水啊，要让我的未婚妻相信
Because
是我买的。
I want to let my fiancé believe that I bought it.
钻石太大了，他知道他
Because if
一
the
定是这样
diamond
的
was too big, then she would know that he robbed it.
现在呢，进入主题，你问我答。
Now,
马来西亚莲花
to the
之
main
影
topic.
问的，
on the question and
如果
answer, question
弟子
from Malaysia, Lian Hua
以
Jun.
离化宏大法会得到大圆满灌顶，但是没有灌过内法灌顶。弟子是
Through
否
the rainbow
可
light
以
transformation
修
Dharma,
保平气
I
呢？
can I receive the empowerment, but I never receive empowerment for the inner tantric practices. Can I practice the treasuries energy yoga?
办的法会，乃是给大家
Because the rainbow light transformation
化
Dharma
宏大法。
was taught during the grand ceremony in Taipei and conferred the empowerment.
是不是
And the
是不是
question,
可以修保平气？
can he practice a
那可以不可以
treasuries
修保
energy
平气？
yoga
这个问题就来了，
by receiving that
因为
empowerment?
我们很多大法都先灌了，
So the
那一
issue
个一个
is
的法，
we often
另外
have the empowerment of
这
the
个
great
化宏大法
Dharma.
是最高的法，
The rainbow light transformation Dharma is the
本来
highest
是这样
Dharma.
子的，
It should have
你
been
一
like
定
this.
四层灌顶，
4
一
levels
个
of
是加
empowerments.
行的灌顶，
Empowerments for the preliminary
一个是
practices.
上师跟本尊的灌顶。
Empowerment
第
for
二
the
层
Guru and Yidam
第
on the second level.
第三层是内法的灌
And
顶，
the third level for the inner tantric
到了第四
practices.
层
And the fourth level
才是圆满的灌顶。
is the grip, the perfection
到了
Dharma.
最高的灌顶呢，就是化宏大法，
And the highest empowerment is the
那是最
rainbow
高的
light
可以讲是
transformation
大圆满灌顶。
empowerment. And we
那
can
你
say
已经
that
灌了大
belongs to
圆
the
满灌
great
顶，
perfection
那么其他
empowerment.
的这个
And you have
释迦
received that
行
empowerment.
本尊
Then
上
how
师
about the
然
preliminary
后
Guru,
这个内法，
Yidam, inner
甚至于
tantric
所有的金
practices,
刚法，
and all the Heruka
都
practices?
可以不用灌了吗？
So can you skip all those?
因为先大
because
灌顶是一层一层灌，
empowerment should be
他已
level by
经灌
level.
到化红灌顶了，
He had
因为
received
啊
the rainbow
小
light
法
transformation
引不起
empowerment.
人家来参加。
See, the thing is, the ordinary
一听
practices
到
do
大
not
法，
entice
所有的
people
人
to
都
come.
跑来了，
But
所以小
when
巨蛋
they
才会满。
heard it's a
本来是
great or the highest Dharma,
1万
then
人参
everybody
加的，
came.
我们将近快
That's why
18000
the
多人，
Taipei arena was a
将
full
近2
house.
万人。
We expected 10,000 people, but it came, but
他这个
18,000,
一
close
下
to
一层一
20,000
层满，
people came.
就是前面的都满，
The ground
2
floor
层
was
楼，
filled,
第2层楼也满，
and the
第3
second
层也满。
floor was, third floor were all full.
问题是，
But the
他是不
question
是可以
is,
开始修保平气？
can he start practicing treasure-based energy yoga?
我觉得你虽然得到最高层的灌顶，
In my
啊，你
opinion,
如果
although
连
you
上
have
师都没有
received
相应，
the highest level
那还是
empowerment,
不行啊。
but if you have
或者
not
本尊也
received
要相
spiritual
应啊。
union with your root guru
你上师本
or
尊相应
yidam, then
的时
that's no
候，
good.
再来求内法灌顶，那时候才
So
修
after you
保
receive
平气。
spiritual or after you attain spiritual union with the root
有的
guru
时候
and
是这样子，
yidam,
你
then you
释
come
迦
and
行
ask
已
for
经
the
修
inner
满，
tantric practices.
上
But
师本
sometimes
尊，
you have completed your 4 preliminary
上师本
practices,
尊跟
and
内法都
then
可以来求灌顶。
you can ask for the empowerment for the guru
内
yoga,
法灌顶了以
yidam or
后呢，
deity yoga,
你再
and
修
the
保平
inner
气，
tantric practices.
至少你修
So you practice
释
the
迦行
treasure-based
修满，
energy yoga after you receive the empowerment.
就是
Or
这样
at
子。
least you have
你
completed all
释
the
迦
4
行修
preliminary
满，
practices.
再来求2灌，内法的
So
灌
you
顶，
should complete all the preliminary
跟这个
practices
上师
before
本
you
尊
ask
的
for
法
the
一起
second
修。
level
你修本
empowerment.
尊法，
And
也
then you
修
can
内法，
simultaneously
一起修
practice
是可以
the
的。
guru yoga, yidam yoga,
到
and
了第
inner
4
tantric
层的大
practices
圆满，
together. And
那
then
你
when you reach
不如你这样子
the
问好
4th
了，莲花
level
指引。
empowerment or great
我现
perfection,
在既然
you
得
should
到
have asked the question
化
this
红
way.
大法的灌顶，
Since
那
I
么
have
我修
received
化
the
红可以不
empowerment
可
of
以？
the rainbow light transformation dharma, can I practice it?
但是你明点还没有下降，
However, your
着
light
火还没
drops
有升
have
起，
not a descent,
化红是不可以。
your inner fire has not ascended, has not been generated, so it's
这
impossible
化
for you
红
to
大法
practice
里
the
面就
rainbow
包
light
含了内法，
transformation.
一
Because the
定要
rainbow
有
light
保
transformation
平气，
dharma
着
includes
火，
the inner tantric
着
practices,
火
which
法
is
你成
treasure
就
based
了，
energy,
明点
inner
法成就
fire.
了，你才有可能修化红大法。
Only after you have attainments of fruition in your
这
inner
是一个
fire
重点
and light draw practices
还
can
是
you
一层一
practice the
层来。
rainbow light
你要
transformation
修保
dharma.
平气的时
So
候，
you still need to
先
go
灌顶
stage by stage,
内法
level
灌
by
顶
level.
啊，或者
So
你来
for
修，
you
你
to
来灌
practice the
顶本
treasure-based
尊
energy
跟
yoga,
内
you
法，
should receive the
到时
empowerment.
候呢，你就可以修保
Or
平
you
气，
can
也
ask
可
for
以
the
修
empowerment of the
你自
yidam
己本身
and
的
the
本尊
inner tantric together.
啊，我是这样子认为的。
Then you
好，
can practice them together.
先给
That's
你一灌了
my
这
opinion.
个化红大法的
But
灌顶，
I have
然后你
given
慢慢一层一层修，
I have
修到
given
最
you
后
the
你就
empowerment
可
for
以
the
依
rainbow
照
light
化红
transformation
大
dharma.
法去修
However,
成就。
you still need to practice it step by step in order to
再
have
来，马来西亚莲
Next
花
question from Malaysia.
彭康祥问的，
莲花红康香。
师尊安好，虎头金刚
Okay, Master,
能
peace.
和黑虎爷一起供奉吗？自家
Can
风
I
水不好，
enshrine the
看
tiger head
能
Vajra
安上
and
吗？
the
自己家庭的风
and
水
the
不好，
black tiger lord?
能安上虎头金刚
The feng shui of my house is not good. Can we place them together? So, tiger head Vajra and black tiger lord, although they're both tiger,
虎头金刚是很大的，虎头金刚是
tiger head Vajra is it's a major deity, it's a great deity.
东方
She's
东华帝君
golden mothers. In Taoism, we say in the east is the Donghua emperor. It's the green dragon
东华帝君
or the lord of the wood.
是属于青龙
And the west is the white tiger, which is golden mother. And then the south, Zhu Qie and Gou Qian,
是灵兽
which is the turtle and the peacock, I think. I mean the bird.
就是属于西方
So of these 4 directional
可以
animals,
化为虎头金刚
tiger is in the
它的
west,
身份等同
and
于
golden
瑶池
mother transformed into tiger head Vajra. So her level, tiger head Vajra's level is the same as golden
是
mother.
东华帝君
So in Taoism, in the east is Donghua emperor, in the west golden
是
mother,
火泽
in the south is the fire virtue or the fire lord,
是水的
and the north is the water lord, and at the center is the yellow
就
earth
是黄老
or the yellow
道家
elder.
道家本身的这个5个
This is the 5,
像佛教本身也是
the 5
也是5个
ones in
中央就是
Taoism.
毗卢遮那佛
In Buddhism, also
东
5
方就是阿苏佛
deities, Vairocana Buddha at the center, Akshobhya Buddha in the east,
南方就是
Amitabha Buddha in the
法
west, Rantasambha Buddha in the south, and Amoghasiddhi Buddha in the
身
north.
东南西北中都有
So
道家也是一
they
样
are
有
in the
东
4
南西
directions
北
and at the center. The same with in Taoism as well.
所以瑶池金母地位很崇高
So the level of Golden Mother is very
是
high,
她的那个
and Tiger Head Vajra is
她的
her
主要的性
nature, her
主要的
primary
青
nature.
龙白虎朱雀勾钱 主要
So
它
the
的
green dragon,
性
white tiger,
所以虎头金刚 跟
the
虎
red
爷，不管你是黑虎爷、白虎爷，或者是红虎爷，
red
跟
bird
后牙
and
是不
black
可以一起
turtle.
供奉的。
So that's her primary, Golden Mother's primary nature
你
is the
风
tiger
水
head
不好，
Vajra.
你就安
So
上了这
you
个
you cannot place it together with the black tiger
大
lord.
黑天可以。
So if your feng shui is no
我们那
good,
个
you
有这
can
个
enshrine
大黑
the
天的，风水不
Mahakala
好，可以在家门口安上大黑天，
at the front door. You
把
can
家里的坛
place
神
a
底下供奉
Mahakala
虎爷，是可以。
and at your
但是
house
虎头金
under
刚
the
金刚
altar
不可以一
in
起
your
安在一起，
shrine,
不可以。
you can place
所以
it
是老
under the
老不
altar.
种
So
姓
you should not place the tiger head Vajra and the black tiger
那
lord
你
together.
你如果讲说跟壁虎可以放在一起，
You can ask if they can be placed together with the lizard.
壁虎也
Because
是
in
虎啊。
Chinese, a lizard is like a wall
当然
tiger.
了，没有人在拜壁虎了。
So, but nobody worship a lizard.
那你知道吗？你说那个
But
招
do you
财猫
know
啊，招财猫可以跟
the
虎爷
money
供在一起吗？
attracting
你
cat?
知道猫跟老虎啊，
Can
是
you
同一种
place
姓
it
呢？
in the with
猫
the
跟老虎是
tiger
同一
lord?
种姓，是不同的。
They're both feline,
它是
feline,
同一种姓，但是等级是不同的。
but they're
有一个笑话
different
嘛，
different
老虎
levels,
做生
right?
日啊，
There's this
百兽
joke
都
that
去敬贺。
the tiger is
所有的
celebrating his
百兽都离着
birthday
老
and
虎远远。
all the animals
突然间有一
came to
只
celebrate.
猫啊跳上
And Everybody kept a distance, and all of a sudden, a cat jumped to the stage to congratulate the tiger, and the tiger was surprised. How dare you come up here? And the cat said, before getting married, I was a tiger. And after marriage, he became a cat because the tigress is even more fierce and more incredible. That's why he became a cat. So Tiger Head Vajra and the Black Tiger Lord should not be enshrined together. This question by Peng Kangsi.
In the
parachuting school, the instructor asked the students, any question? And one of the students asked, how much is it for one jump? And the instructor replied, $8,000 to jump one time. But if you are soldiers, that's free. But so another students were very anxious and asked, how about if the parachute does not open? And the instructor replied, don't worry about it. We'll return the money if the parachute doesn't open. The teacher gave the subject, the topic of the article. If I were a CEO, and every student wrote very seriously, except Xiaoming just sat there. And why didn't you write anything? And he said, if I were CEO, my secretary would write it for me. I don't have to write anything. So Xiaoming is very smart. Now, today we will talk about Vimalakirti Sutra.
上回就讲过了，这个仁者有大德，就像我们现在在讲各位大德
like the benevolent ones, or the virtuous ones, like we just an honorable address, like gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
我现在我也很讨厌我这个身体。
Benevolent ones, if you despise your body, like I am too now. Why? Because at old age, there are many ailments appearing. Your body is despicable. When I was young, I also detest my body. How come everybody's so tall? But let's not talk about it. I also detest my body. How can I not?
现在变成7粒老人，每人早上都要吃7粒。
Now
要春要晚，每天都要吃。我们讲一句很简单的话，
I have to,
年轻的
I
时候没有
recall
钱，
like
你要吃好吃的东西没有。现在呢，弟
seven
子的供
seven
养东
pills.
西很多。
So when I was
看到这个
young,
东
didn't
西
have any
看到人
money,
家在
I
吃，
didn't have too much good
现在
food. But
不能
now
吃了。
everybody make
为
offerings
什么你不能
and
吃呢？
lots of good food, but you cannot eat them. Why?
医生说不可以吃，你就不可以吃。
Because the doctors said that we cannot
那
eat
现在
them.
可以吃啊，你不能吃了。
So now that you have
小时候
those,
家里
then
很
you
穷，
can't eat them.
连个鸡腿都没有。
When you were young, you were very poor and you couldn't even eat the chicken leg
连吃鸡腿啊，过
or
年才
drumstick.
吃鸡腿。
We only
那
had
你像我们天
drumsticks
天那个西雅
during
图
New
街上
Year,
的餐馆，天天都
not
有
like
鸡
the
腿。
Seattle Lizang Temple's
也不是
cafeteria.
过年就已经有鸡腿了。
You have the drumsticks
真的，小
every
的时候
day.
很穷哎，每天吃稀饭，
When we were
稀饭
little,
哦，
we were
只是配
poor.
捡那个菜
Every
豆啊，
day we
菜
had
勺啊，
porridge
不然就是弄这个吃。
and with some radish or this
豌豆啊，稀饭煮豌豆吃，
and porridge with some beans,
就是
green
吃素哎。你看我小时候
some
带便当，2条番
green
薯，
beans, oil beans.
2条
So
番
always
薯就是饮餐，
vegetables.
2条番薯，
So my lunch
2
box
个
when I
肉
was
菜
little,
杆，连
like
个
2
肉
potatoes,
肉
2
味
sweet
都没
potatoes,
闻不到啊。
or rice dumplings without meat,
2个
nothing.
菜长，就菜的粽子，带便当都是这样子。
That's all in my lunch boxes.
啊，现在呢，可以吃了，什么东西都不能吃。
And now that I have those, I cannot eat them.
这个身体啊，无三小路用，没有什么用。
This body is
牙
useless.
齿啊，经常要去
And the
洗牙，
teeth, you have to
还有
clean
蛀
them.
牙，什么牙，
Then you have
一大堆的
cavities, you have to
什
get
么根
filling,
管呢？
or root
什么
canal.
啊，毛病很多的。
Many
大家也知道嘛，
problems,
人
as
身
we
体
all
单单
know.
牙齿，还有眼睛，另外
Just the
头发不
teeth
用
and
讲，因为我们没有
eyes
头发。
and hair. Forget about that. I don't even have any.
有头发还是很麻烦呐。
It's also
你看全身
troublesome
都
to
是病，
have hair.
从头一直到脚都是
See,
病。
you have so many
上回已
illnesses
经
from
讲
head
过
to
了，头也有
toes.
头皮屑，
We've talked
那
about
脚
this
也有
before.
香港脚，
Dandruffs
我们香港来的，
on
就是
your
香港
head and then at its feet, on your feet.
脚，连脚的指头，连那个牙齿，连那个脚的指甲
And,
都会得，都会有病。
Even the toenails can have problems.
随便一个
Oh,
这个
illness.
指甲沟都会有甲沟炎、发炎。
Or some
全身各地方
inflammations
都会
on
发炎
the between the nail at the
所以这个身体是很
and the
很不好。
fingers. So
都是不是好东西。
inflammations everywhere. So that's why the body is no good.
已经很厌恶了。
So
只
that's
有
why I
佛的身
detested.
体是最好，
Only the Buddha's
佛
body
的
is the
身体
best.
就是法身，
And that is a Dharma
法身是
body.
最好。
Dharma body is the best.
为什么呢？
Why?
佛身则即法身。刚刚我讲
The
过，
Buddha's
佛身就
body
是
is the
法身。
Dharma body. Like
法
what I
身最
just
好。
said. The Dharma
因
body
为
is the
佛
best.
身是究竟觉呀，它是究竟的觉悟，
Because
是真正
the
的觉悟。
Buddha's body is true or the ultimate
真
enlightenment.
正觉悟了，就是
The ultimate or the true realization and
完
enlightenment.
全
And that
了
is
解到一切，
completely,
就是所谓解脱的
complete
解脱的法身。
comprehension
众生是因为
of
众
the
生是因为
liberated
你
Dharma body.
才看不见
Sentient beings, because they are deluded, they don't see the original
佛是
or true
了
face.
解到本来
And a
面目。
Buddha understands the original face.
然后有一点很重要，
And one
本
key
来面
point
目
that's
本来就
important
存在的，
is the original
众生
face
在
has
里
already been there. But the
佛
sentient
本
beings
身
are
是
deluded.
究竟开悟的，究竟开
And
悟
the。Buddha
本来
is
面目是存在的，只是我们众生
ultimately
不明白
enlightened.
而已。
So the
众生
original
明白
face has always been there. It's just that sentient beings don't
那你
understand
就
it.
会
Once
渐
the
渐地修
sentient
成
beings
了佛身。
understand, then they can gradually practice and
所以
attain
叫做
the
解
Buddha's
脱
body.
跟解脱之见。
So
什么
that's
叫做解
why
脱之见？有
liberation
同门
and
问我，
knowing
解脱跟解
liberation.
脱之见有什么不同？
A disciple asks, what is the difference between liberation and
解
knowing
脱之见
liberation?
跟解脱，大家都知道解脱嘛？解脱
We
是
all
因
know
为你
about
把
liberation, right?
你已经就近觉悟了，
Because
你既
you
然
have
就近觉
attained
悟了，你就
ultimate
解脱了。
enlightenment, so
为什么
you're
还有一个解
liberated.
脱之见？
And why is there still the
因为人本身就是知，
knowing liberation?
只是知道一部分，
Because human beings know
看见就是
only
你眼
know
睛所
part of
看
it.
到的。
So
见
what you
解
see
你自
with
己
your
的见
eyes,
解，就是
what
但是
you're
佛是这样子的，一
understanding.
知一切知，
For the Buddha,
他是一切都知道，
they
一切
know
都见到。
everything and they see
我们
everything.
人只是说，我们众生只是见到
But
其
human
中的
beings
一
and
部分，
sentient beings only
没
see
有见
a
到
part
真
of
正的
it,
本来面目。
but not the
佛
whole
是
or the
知
true
知
original
一切知
face.
一见，
But
一
for the
切见，
Buddhas, is that
他一切都知道，
they know
也
and they see
见
everything.
到，也知道，这是
So
究竟觉悟，所以叫做解脱之见。
and that's called ultimate
那么这个知
enlightenment,
见
and that's called
应该要拿掉，
knowing liberation.
那是所谓的知见，都是众生的。拿掉众生的
So
知见，就变成解脱。
knowing and seeing belong to
我
sentient
这样解
beings.
释，不知道
So
大
by
家清楚
taking away the knowing
什
and
么
the
叫解
seeing,
脱？什么
that
叫
would be
解脱
called
之见？
liberation. I don't know if this is
就是说，
clear.
你
So
已
what is
经把
liberation and what
知
is
跟见
liberation from
解
knowing
从
and
知见
seeing?
里面解脱出来了，就叫做解脱知
So
见。
liberation from knowing and seeing is once you're liberated from
是
what you
两个
know
会
and
不
what you
太一样
see
啊。
as human
你已
beings.
经
So these two are different.
把知丢掉了，把见丢掉了。就是
So
把
when
你
you
的
have
你的
discarded
潜知
seeing and
丢
knowing
掉了，叫做解脱知见。
of preconditioned seeing and knowing
真
as
正的
human
知
beings,
跟见
once you
是
discard
一
them,
知
then you're liberated.
一切知，一见一切见。
So with the one seeing, that's seeing it
这个
all,
法身是怎么
and
来的呢？
once knowing, you
从
know it
无
all.
量功德智慧生。这个维摩诘讲
So
的
where did it come from? It
无量，
arises from
就
immeasurable
是你
merits and
开始在
wisdom.
修行，修行就有
When you
功德
start spiritual cultivation, you generate merits.
啊，修行就有功德。你因为修行，
Spiritual
所以有功
cultivation
德。
generates merit.
那么有
Because
智
you
慧
cultivate
跟这个
spiritually,
智
you
慧
have
是
merit.
属于如来的智慧，
And wisdom
如来的智
here
慧，一般的
belongs to
智
the
慧
Tathagata's
是
wisdom, not
从
ordinary
无
wisdom.
量功德智慧生。这个布施啊，
So arises
救
from
众生就是
immeasurable
功
merit
德，
and wisdom.
但是这个功德也等于不做功德想，
So
这个就是智慧，
generosity is merit,
这
but
是
you
属
don't
于
think about the
如来的
merit.
智慧。
And
从
this
这个智
merit
慧
is
所产
wisdom,
生出来，
Tathagata's wisdom. It arises from
这是
this
重要的
wisdom.
一点啊。
This is
无
an
量
important key
无
point.
量功德智慧出生的如来的法身。
So from immeasurable merit and wisdom, the Dharma body arises.
解脱之
The
见
Dharma
生，
body arises from precepts, meditative
修行
stability, wisdom,
三无
liberation,
漏
and liberation
三
from
无漏
knowing and
学
seeing.
就是戒
So in your
定
spiritual
慧被
cultivation,
称为
you
佛教
practice
里面的三无漏学。
the keeping the
守戒
precepts, meditative
禅定
stability, and
智
wisdom,
慧，
the
然后
so-called
你得到了解
three
脱跟
non-leaking
解脱
Dharma in
之见。
Buddhism.
刚刚
And
解脱之见已经
also
解释，为什么要
liberation and
解脱？
liberation from knowing and
又有
seeing,
解脱之见，
which I have
你把
explained
你
earlier.
自己人的
Why do
所
you
看
need
到的、
liberation and
所知
liberation
道的，
from
这些都是你
what
把这
you
些都
know
解
and
除了，
see as human
就是叫
beings,
做
which
解
are
脱
all
之见。
delusion? And once you get rid of them, then you're liberated
从这个
from
地方
them.
产生出来。那这个修行从哪里修
So
呢？
it arises from
从
all
戒
this.
定慧。
So spiritual cultivation starts from abiding
戒
by the
就是守
precepts,
戒，
meditative
定
stability
就
and
是禅
wisdom.
定，这个
So
慧就是
keeping the
般若。
precepts, meditation, and wisdom, which is prajna.
从这边去修啊，
You start cultivating from
从
those.
慈悲喜舍生，
And also from loving kindness, compassion, joy, and
也可以从
equanimity.
慈悲喜舍生。
Vimalakirti
慈
said,
就是给人快
loving
乐，
kindness is giving happiness to
给人
others.
快乐。所以师尊有讲一句话，
That's
师尊
why
绝不
Grandmaster said,
告人家。我讲
Grandmaster
不
never
告人家，
file a
因为
lawsuit
你告人家，人家一定痛苦。
because once you sue someone, they would suffer.
我不给人家痛苦，
I don't want to give suffering to others.
所以慈就是给人快乐嘛。
So loving kindness is to give
悲呢
happiness to
是
others,
解决人家的痛苦，
and compassion is to alleviate
这个
others'
都是布施
sufferings.
啊。
These are all
慈
giving.
像十方同修会他们做的布施的
So
很多的，
loving kindness and generosity that's done by the Dokshun Center was tremendous all around the world.
滴水是生命嘛，哦，
And
点滴了，点
a
滴是
drop
生
of
命，但是
water
点滴
is
的，
life.
我始终点滴讲不出来是点滴是生命，大家也知道，但是你不能讲打点滴啊。
A drop. It sounds
我
like
是讲滴水是生命，每一滴水都是生命的，意思也是每一滴水都是生命的，哦。那点滴我始终想成，打点滴怎么
it
是生
sounds
命？
like, you know,
打
getting
点
a
滴当然是为了生命
what's that
的。
called?
他们是做在没有水的地方，
getting an intravenous drip, you know, it's just play of word. But they went to a very remote areas without water, and they created a water well for the poor villagers without water, which is one of the charity that this 10 directional chapter did. So give others happiness and alleviate others' sufferings are all generosity or giving. And joy is to do them with joy. So whatever charitable acts we do should be done with joy and happily, naturally. So for them, if you want to donate, you should do it right away. Otherwise, you have no more chance. Everybody is doing, everybody is willingly joining. So that's with joy. And equanimity is equally forsaking, and this is the hardest one. Giving equally, no matter what people. what kind of people you
没有
help
分别
all
了，
the same. No
愿生
differentiation
平等舍。
between friends and
你讨
foes.
厌那个人，你还是帮助他；
Even if you dislike
你喜
someone, you
欢那
still
个
help
人，
them.
更要帮助他；
And you like someone, you want to
讨
help
厌
them
那个
even
人
more.
也要帮助他。
And
这
the
个很
one
难
that
做得到。
you dislike, you also
所以
help
这个
them.
舍字
That's hard to do.
从慈悲喜舍生，
So it arises from loving
化
kindness,
身是从
compassion,
慈悲
joy,
喜
and
舍产生
equanimity.
的。
The Dharma
从布
body.
施、
The
持
Dharma
戒、
body
忍辱、
arises from
柔和、
generosity,
勤行、精
ethical
进、禅
conduct
定、
or
解
precepts,
脱、
endurance,
三昧、
gentleness,
多闻、
diligence,
智慧、
meditative
诸
stability,
波罗蜜身，
the samaya of liberation, as well as hearing and learning wisdoms, all such parameters.
持戒啦、
So these
布
are the
施
six
啦、忍辱
parameters:
啦、精进啊，
generosity,
这个智慧啊、
precepts, endurance,
禅定啊，
diligence, meditation,
这
wisdom,
样子呢，解脱、三昧，还有另外还有多闻，
and the samaya of
多去
liberation
听佛法，
and hearing, meanings
听
you
真正
should
的
listen to more Buddha Dharma, the true Buddha Dharma,
诸波罗
and
蜜身，
wisdom, all
就是
such
六波罗蜜，
paramitas.
再加上多闻，
So the
三
six
昧也是就是
paramitas
禅，也是禅定。
and some samadhi, which is also meditation.
有六波罗蜜到彼岸啊，给得波罗给得波罗僧给得菩提所哈，就是
The six paramitas arriving at the other shore. Gate, gate, poro, gate, poro, sangate, bodhisoha. The mantra.
从方便
That's
身，
paramita.
我们知道在做慈悲喜舍，其实就
Dharma
是方便，
body also arises from skillful
就
means.
是
We
在度众
know
生啊，
that by being loving kindness, having loving kindness,
方便，
compassion,
这里
joy,
讲的方便，
equanimity is also a skillful means or convenience
这
dharma.
一句从方便身是很
So this
有
statement
些人没有办法解释为什么方
that
便。
it arises from convenience
其实
dharma,
方便就是
which
就是
some
在
people
度众
cannot
生，度
explain.
众生
But convenience dharmas
从
or
度
skillful
众生
means
所
mean
产生的，
delivering sentient beings. So
从
it
六
rises from
通生。
delivering sentient beings.
什么叫做六通生呢？
And the six
就是六种
transcendences,
神通。
what's that? Six
你
kinds of
既
transcendent
然得
powers.
到了究竟觉，你一定会有
Since you
神通。
have gained the
第一个
ultimate
神通就是
enlightenment, you would
天眼
definitely
通、
have the
天眼
six
通、
transcendent
天
powers.
耳通、
The first one
他
is
心通
of
啊，
transcendent
神足
seeing,
通、
transcendent
宿
hearing,
命通，
transcendent of knowing
最
others'
重要的
mind, and
漏
then
尽通，
knowing past
这六
lives,
神通， 六大
of
神通。
travel,
从六
transcendent
通生，
travel, and then the most important one, the exhaustive outflow. So it arises from the six
你已
transcendences.
经得到究竟觉，这个一切可以任应。任应
Once
最重要
you
的就是什么？
attain the ultimate enlightenment,
任应自
you
在，
can
任应自在，就是你已经获得
according
六种神通，
to the
你就可以任
natural
应
flow.
自在，就是法身
So once you
得到了六种，
gain the
最
six
重要是
transcendent
漏尽通，
powers, then
因为一
you
般的
can go
无
with the
形
flow.
它也有几种神通。很多的这个精灵
The
也是有
sixth
神
is
通，
important one.
一个念
And
头，
because
它就到了
most
那个
of
地
the
方，那是
spirits,
神足通。
they have transcendent
它
powers
可以
too.
观察你的
With one thought,
三
they
世
would
因
get
果，
somewhere,
那是
and they
宿
would
命
know
通
about your past lives.
另外，它可以透过墙壁看过去，
And they can see through
那
the
是天眼通，
walls. That's the
那
transcendent
就是天
seeing.
眼通。这个墙壁什么东西都没有阻碍它，它可以看过
So
去。
things and walls will not block
它可
them.
以
They
听
can
到
see
天上
through
的声
them.
音，听到
That's
地下的声
transcendent
音，
seeing.
那是
And they
天耳通。
also have transcendent hearing.
神
They
足
can
通，一
hear
个念头就
things
到
in
了，
heavens or
那是神
on
足通。
earth. And transcendent travel,
唯
with
一
one
最难的
thought,
就是
they
漏
get
尽
there.
通，
And the hardest one is the transcendent power of exhaustive outflow, which all afflictions, the outflow of all afflictions is complete, that they are free from all afflictions. All afflictions completely gone. Once you have no afflictions, you have self-mastery. You're at ease and at peace. And humans have bodies, so they're afflicted, so they have no self-mastery. Because you have pain here and there, sometimes on the knees, sometimes on the feet, sometimes you have itch on your toes. And sometimes the eyes or the teeth. So you're not at ease. You have no self-mastery. You have pain from head to toes. So it is troublesome to have this physical body. You have to eat 3 times a day. If you don't eat, you get hungry. And you have to sleep. If you don't sleep, you have no energy. And your brain and the operation in the brain, that's even more problematic. You cannot make it stop. Greed, anger, delusion, doubt and pride all came from this brain. And the sight, smell, sound, taste, touch, thoughts all came from this, the brain. All problematic.
Wow, 很晚了。我们讲到诸波罗蜜生，从方便生从六通生。
So we talk about that it arises from skillful means 6 transcendences.
这个男的问这个婚姻介绍所，你能介绍个女朋友给我吗？
Dating service, can you introduce a girlfriend
介绍所的人，好，我试试看，你要什么类型
？The employee there said, "Let me try. What type do you like? With big eyes, long eyebrows, slim legs, and full breasts." And then the dating service said, "How about a camel?"
我买你杯面后。
我买你杯面后。